Hey guys, welcome back. Uh, Thanks for all the comments on the last video. A few people, very nice comments, guys. Thank you. Keep them coming. I like interacting as much as I can. With the comments, sometimes I don't get to them right away. Don't feel like I'm ignoring you. Um, Surprisingly, I have other things to do, like work and date and take care of the dog, and so it's not like I'm ignoring you. I try my best to get to them as soon as I can. Um, so don't feel like I'm ignoring you or something if I don't get to your comment right away. I'll eventually get to it. Might take a few days, but I'm doing my best. I'm getting more and more comments, so it's getting harder and harder to interact. But I'll generally at least, as long as it's not a dickhead comment, I'll generally at least comment back or always thumb up. Sometimes that's the best I can do. Sometimes you just have a statement or question I have no answer to. I just thumb it up. So thanks everybody. And I hope you all had a good week. I think I said that yesterday. I still hope you all had a good week. For those who didn't watch yesterday's video, I hope you had a good week. Yeah, I'm just going to be right into what I wore this week. I wore something by Mirage. It's a dupe. Mirage brands. They're not the best. Quite honestly, other than them $2 dupes I bought a while ago, which I still plan on reviewing. I've worn a couple of them, just once or twice, but I still plan on reviewing them. These aren't the greatest. They're pretty much a step above that. They're nowhere near most of preferred fragrances. Definitely nowhere near Classic Match, the Bell Cams, or fucking Arm Off or shit like that. But this one was okay for what it was. It's called Dark Night Fire. It's their impression of Drakkar Essence. And yeah, I expected something different from Drakkar. Well, we'll get into it. But anyway, that's the box, guys. They don't generally have a write-up on the Mirage brands. Fragrances. Just the basic stuff. Ingredient list and all that jazz. Oh, do they have batch codes on these? They do. This is batch number 156345919. Or wait, was that when it was made? Or maybe the code is code DDC53. I don't know. They're batch codes, which makes sense. There kind of has to be to sell in most first world countries, USA, Canada, most of Europe. You kind of almost have to have them, no matter what you're selling, and you have to have your information list. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. I just think it's kind of funny. Here's the bottle. If it wasn't for the cheesy Knight Rider writing on it, it wouldn't be a bad bottle. I love gradient bottles, so I'm always a sucker for them. The cap clicks in pretty good. Just a cheap plastic cap. Okay, atomizer. I don't want to get that in my coffee. Yeah. So Drakkar Essence. I don't have the authentic, so I can't compare it. I've never even smelled the authentic. But so there's no comparison. It's just a review of this on its own. Drakkar Essence 2014 Aromatic Fougere. Chords are aromatic, fresh, spicy, green, lavender, citrus, musky, herbal, woody. Top notes are mint and grapefruit. Mid is lavender, sage, and woody notes. I hate when they do that. Just tell us what's in it. Woody notes, green notes, aquatic notes. Just tell us what it is. Base is musk and tonka. You definitely pick up mint, at least on this one. Again, I'm just going on this one, so don't. But you definitely get the mint and grapefruit right off, especially the mint. It's got a bit of a freshness to it. Pops right off the skin for a bit. Um, and yeah, you get the mint grapefruit. The lavender's pretty much right at the top too. Lavender stays pretty much through the whole scent. Giving it a bit of a powdery, soapy vibe. Mint and grapefruit kind of doesn't go away right away, but it dials itself back pretty quick. And the lavender and the sage and the woody notes take hold. And they last for a couple hours, and then basically I get no real tonka from it. Just a basic musk at the end, a soft white musk. That's pretty. I mean, a bit of tonka. I shouldn't say I don't get any tonka. It is there, but it's not the sweet kind of tonka. It's more of a dusty tonka, which kind of infuses and boosts up that lavender, that powdery lavender, a little more. But that's really it. And this might be a quick one, guys. I don't really have a whole lot to say. Reminds me a lot of because when I sprayed it on after the initial blast of alcohol drove away, I was like, Jesus, this reminds me of something. And I knew I'd never worn this before, even the Dark Essence or the Drakkar Essence. Couldn't figure out what it was. Then it hit me. This kind of smells like, pretty close actually, to Axe Phoenix, the body wash and body spray thing. Which makes sense. This kind of has a body wash. It's clean. It's not a bad scent. It's clean. It's fresh. It's somewhat soapy with the cleanness of the lavender. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. It's clean and fresh. Smells like a bit like body wash. And that's not bad. That's not bad. This is not a bad scent. I mean, I wore it. Can't really see how much I wore, but I wore quite a bit of it. Now I'll get into that. It's not a bad scent. I was expecting something completely different though. Because the original Drakkar, which I remember smelling once at a friend's house years and years ago from like 1972. I wasn't even born. But he had a bottle of it that he got from his grandfather when his grandfather passed. So I remember smelling it. It was pretty manly, pretty green, polo-esque. And Drakkar Noir is classic man. Fucking just punching the face manly. But so I was kind of expecting a bit of that from this. And I get, like I said, more of just a clean, fresh vibe. Yeah, like Axe Phoenix, which would be more most used now, kind of has that. It doesn't smell exactly like that, no, but it smells pretty damn close. I mean, 80%ish, I guess, if I had to put a percent on it. I'm not real good at that, but yeah, it's got that vibe to it. Which makes sense. I mean, the Phoenix has the lavender and the citrus and the musk. I mean, it makes sense. The sandalwood, those are the woody notes. That's the thing, though. This is what it is. Performance, not the greatest, but this Mirage is not. I mean, it's not bad for Mirage. Using Mirage is only an hour or two. I got about 4 hours out of this one. Projected pretty good for the first half hour or so while that mint was popping. Then it just pretty much sits right on the skin after that. Becomes a skin scent. No compliments. Again, I don't think this is bad because when I asked people, a lot of the young girls really liked it. And like the young girls I work with really liked it. Better than most of my expensive stuff, really. So, I mean, if you're young, be a good scent to get. This or the authentic. I'm assuming the authentic is as good, if not better. Yeah, everybody said it was nice. They liked it. So I just didn't get comments because I don't think it projected that far. Like I said, by the time you put it on and got to work, 20 minutes, half hour, the projection's kind of gone. And I didn't bother reapplying. I didn't bring my bottle with me this week. I just, whatever. It's a hectic week at work, so that's it. Not a bad scent, especially if you're a young teenage boy looking for something cheap. I looked up some of the prices of Drakkar Essence, or just Drakkar Essence. It's only $10 to $20 most places, so it's cheap. This was only, there was no price on it. I think it was $5. I wouldn't have spent any more than $5 on a Mirage, so might even have been $3. But, you know, whatever. They don't smell bad. Or it doesn't smell bad. It's clean, fresh. A little bit of Axe body wash spray, Phoenix type scent. And if you're a young fella, the young ladies really do like it. Alright guys, that's it. I'm going to compare and contrast these two all week. I'm going to wear this a couple days, this a couple day. Difference in performances. This is a pretty old bottle. Not an authentic first fucking run bottle, but it's fucking close. It's 5 years off or so. And this is from the late 90s. Maybe in the mid 90s. I can't remember when I got this one. But that's what I'm going to do this week for a change up. Just a review. I'm just going to fucking, wear this for a couple days, this for a couple days. Compare and contrast. Alright guys, that's the review. Quick and simple. Peace, love, be good to each other.